Hi, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing today? I just had quite the time filming this video because there's construction. I mean, there was like my dog barking. It was every possible, what's the word? Distraction? I don't know. Every possible sound effect or noise. So anyway, I wanted to do a video on my makeup routine because I haven't done one in a while, and kind of just like the updated what I'm doing. I have been wearing more makeup just kind of for fun. This is that makeup routine for when I'm running around town, I don't know, taking a pic, eating dinner, anything. So yeah, this is it. And it's also a mix of high and low because that's what I use. Like I use nice like luxury beauty items, and then I also use drugstore. So this is kind of like a 50-50 mix, I would say, product wise, which is great. I love, you know, spicing it up with different things. So if you're interested in this look, just kind of like glowy, simple, like a little baby smoky eye, just keep watching. Okay, so I already did like my moisturizer and my face oil, which I just use like the Drunk Elephant one. I just throw that little guy on, really hydrate it up. And then I recently got this. It's like the Laneige lip mask, which I did not want to buy. It's like $20, but the vanilla flavor is so good. Honestly, I really like it. But I've only had it like a week. Like, let's see once I'm done if I'm gonna rebuy it or not. Anyway, then for my primer, I just use the Bobbi Brown. This is the Vitamin E face base, which is very pricey, but I just use like the tiniest amount so that I can like savor it, you know? Does anyone else do that when they have like expensive products? Just try to use like a little pinky amount. And then I just kind of rub it in everywhere, pat it in. And it smells like a spa. Like it smells so lovely and relaxing. Yeah, I just put this everywhere. I don't always use a primer, or like I didn't used to always use a primer, and now I do. And I feel like it just makes everything look so much more smooth. Like such a nice little base. There you go. I know a lot of people use this, and I don't know, I feel like the vitamin E like helps my skin, you know what I mean? Then next, all right, so I've kind of moved away from the beauty blender a bit. I know. I just love this Hourglass brush. I don't know why, it makes it go on so smooth. Like I feel like sometimes a beauty blender, you put it on and then it like takes off what you're putting on, you know what I mean? Like it gets patchy. So I'm kind of like away from those for just a minute, just taking 5. But love this Hourglass brush. And I've been using the NARS foundation. This is the Sheer Glow. Yeah, I don't know what color this is. Medium 3, Stromboli or something. I don't know, I really am liking it. There's the other one, there's the Weightless Luminous, I think, and that one was just not doing it for me. I don't know why, I just did not appreciate the consistency of that, and this one just goes a lot better. So yeah, I just kind of put that everywhere, and I don't know, I really like the coverage of it. It's kind of like medium, but I really like the color too. And for a while I was using BB creams or like tinted moisturizers, like really just doing the bare minimum. But lately I've been on a little foundation moment and I'm just having a great time. I don't know why, it's just fun to like mix it up. But like obviously day to day I just do a tinted moisturizer or something. But if I'm like going somewhere, now I'm like using the NARS, which I just really like. It is a little bit pricier, but for me it's like something you're putting on your skin. It's kind of worth it to spend that extra little moment. So I like doing my lip mask, like my chapstick, before I start my whole makeup routine, because then I feel like by the end you're just ready to go. Like the lips are like fresh, like really hydrated. I kind of just go in little circles everywhere. I mean, I'm no pro, but I'm just like kind of slapping it on. But I do love this brush, and it's really cute. Like it's really small, but it really gets the job done. People always ask for a makeup routine and like, what are you doing day to day? Not a lot of people, just a few. But I'm like, okay, like I'll do a video, it's fine. That one person, I'm like, stop begging, I'll do it. I don't know, it makes me feel so much more confident. Like this is a whole nother thing, which is actually a little bit deep. Okay, so like I said, this is like a high-low makeup tutorial. So that was like a NARS foundation, which is a little bit pricier than a drugstore, obviously. And then I go in with this e.l.f. concealer. I just use my normal beauty blender. So I'm just gonna get that little guy nice and squishy. I love when it's like so squishy, you know? Which is why I continue to buy the Beauty Blender brand, because I feel like some of the cheaper ones are not as squishy, and if they're hard, it just takes off whatever you're putting on. So it's like, I don't know, it's not my thing. But yeah, this e.l.f. concealer is $6. It's like a Shape Tape dupe, and my friend told me about this and I'm obsessed. But anyway, what I was gonna say is, I feel like when you look really cute, you have a little more confidence, like you feel better about yourself, whatever. And especially, I don't know why, like lately, I feel like maybe because we're all just like, I don't know, like everyone's on their phones, everyone is trying to be their like best selves for the year, like everyone has their own personal goals and stuff. But like in the midst of that, it's so hard to like be confident. I feel like looking at my Instagram or even the fact that I have a YouTube, people would think that I'm like so confident or just like putting myself out there. It's really hard. It's such a learning and growing process, and you never know by looking at someone's page how they feel about themselves. Like the reason I post so many selfies and outfit pics is because I genuinely just love fashion and want to share my outfits of the day. It's not because I think, oh, I look so good today. It's literally because I want to share my outfit pics, have a cool feed, yeah, just kind of show like the cool things I find and wear. But it's not because I think I'm like, you know, looking fire. Just something to keep in mind. We just need to be nice to other girls. Anyway, I love this concealer. I just kind of tap it on the inside and outside, and sometimes I do 2 layers because dark circle central is me. And I learned this like through some makeup hack video. You're supposed to leave that middle part kind of blank, and it'll help you not get creases with your concealer because you're not like overdoing it. So I just kind of do the inside and outside now. And I've been liking that technique, and I really like a super brightening concealer to just brighten up my whole life. Ella, stop barking. I'll pop a little bit under my jawline, and I'll kind of just pop it down there to like reverse contour, you know what I mean? I'll go back in with powder and like brighten in a different way, but I just add like a little boop and a little boop, like that. Like an exclamation point. I add a little exclamation point on the nose and we're good to go. But like it's so thick, look at that. So then I'll bring it up to my eyebrows to brighten there and kind of around my eyebrows because I don't like do any carving out of anything. Boom, she's bright, she's ready. Sometimes I do a cream contour or something of the sorts. I'm not really feeling it today. All right, so my next, this is a drugstore product as well. This is just the Wet n Wild translucent loose powder. I love how big this is. I will say though, I tried out the banana shade in this because I'm like, oh, I feel like that would be good for under eyes. No, 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 no. It like, if you press it in, it just made like dark spots and like it was just a nightmare. This even has a little bit of color to it. It works for me. And I take this Stila brush. I've had this brush for a while, like probably since freshman year of high school. This is just a Stila one. I use it for baking, which I don't really do, but I kind of pop it on there. I just don't like leave it for 30 minutes. I feel like you're supposed to use your beauty blender for this, but then mine gets so dirty and like a strange texture, you know what I mean? And I kind of use it again to reverse contour. Like I kind of do the sides of my nose, which I'll be doing again like a million times. I do it all throughout this process. So I just take my big fluffy Fora, like just a little bit, and blend the edges kind of, so it's not like super harsh lines. And I just brush it over my forehead. And then like honestly, I literally brush it right off. I just don't like the look of it sitting there. Okay. So we're all powdered up, we're ready to go. Guys, I've been trying a new coffee as well. Cold brew is what wakes me up in the morning. You know, there's like this interview questions. It's like, what gets you up in the morning? My cold brew. The thought of it in a glass with ice and like a coconut almond milk is like, all right, I'm up. I'm ready to go. Ooh, I kind of want to go get a blanket. I'm going to. Okay. All I could find was this beach towel. But that will have to do for now. Yeah, so hold on, I'll continue with the cold brew story, but I'm all powdered up, I'm all locked in. Bring every step down your neck. I kind of dab it on my eyelids so I have a good base for my eyeshadow. And I am gonna clip up now, which I should have done when I was doing my base, but I just didn't wanna look like an egg. All right, well, whatever, that's fine for now. Also, I'm getting my roots done Saturday. No one comment on the roots. Okay, again, like I don't do the steps in the correct order. It's fine. There's no correct order. All right, so I'm just gonna zoom in a little because I'm gonna do my eyes. I keep it really simple. Like I feel like when people do their eyeshadow before their foundation, it's because it's really dark or pigmented or whatever, but not so much for me. So I use this Sahara Alter Ego palette, a dupe of the Natasha Denona one, I think, if that's a thing, I don't know. It's a dupe of something, I'll link it below, but love the colors. Like this nude is awesome, the sparkly is awesome. They're all just super neutral colors, but. And I literally just pop in some random like brown shades. Oh my gosh, the cold brew, I forgot I was talking about it. Okay, so I always use the stock cold brew or the Starbucks brand. Like I kind of don't care which one. I was at Whole Foods? I think it was like Harris Teeter, and they had this one that was like super cold brew. It's like in this little jug and it has L-theanine in it. And I'm like, what is that? Like what's L-theanine? It kind of sounds like a supplement people take like before the gym. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, what am I doing? But then I just bought it to try because I always like to try new things. And so then after I bought it, I like looked it up and it said that it's the like supplement or like the extract that's in green tea, which gives you like that caffeine feeling without the jitteriness. Like it's like a calming thing. It's like a calming antioxidant. I don't know. But it's what makes people, like sometimes I prefer green tea if I don't want to be like crazy running around, but this cold brew has it in there and I really like it actually. Like I don't know if I can really tell that much of a difference, but it feels like it's probably best if I'm having 2 to 3 cups a day to be like chilled out for one of them. Yeah, I don't like have it nearby. It's like in my fridge right now because why would I have it in here? But it's a real winner and I really love it. Okay. So I have a lot of browns that I use in my eyes, like just I really keep it simple. But after I like do my brown eyeshadow, just take the fluffy brush. This is so bad because you're supposed to contour with cool colors, but I just do this. I just go up and down my nose like that. It's so subtle. I don't really want it to look too crazy. And then I go across the top. And like I literally leave it like that. It might look like I did nothing, but it's just that subtle, what's it called? Like definition. It's a little definition. So after I do that, I go back in with like some sparklies, kind of a bronzy like pink, and I just kind of tap it right there. And I just used one brush for all of this. Okay. While that's like marinating, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, and for that I use Butter Bronzer, which is a drugstore bronzer. It smells like coconuts. I've been using it for 6 months and I will use it forever. It's like the little mirror in here, which is actually not bad, it's pretty good. So I just kind of like dust this everywhere. The brush is from Sephora, and then just kind of around your cheeks. Yeah, so I just kind of do it where the sun like naturally hits me. I feel like I always am more tan on my forehead, and then I'll do a little kind of boop on my nose. It's kind of random, but I feel like I've been really into Pinterest lately. Like when I heard TikTok was going away, I was like, well, I'm not for sure, but you know what I mean. Where am I gonna get my like outfit inspo from? What are we gonna do? There's like life hacks on there, like there's all these things, and I was like, you know, I'm going to rediscover Pinterest a little, which has been kind of fun because I'm decorating for a new apartment, which I'm moving into next month, and I actually am going to do like, normally I do this before my bronzer, but like sometimes when I'm talking, I just forget. So I use this like hula to contour. It's not my like favorite thing in the whole world, but it's pretty good. And I just use like a smaller brush than my bronzer brush, and I kind of just go on my cheeks and stuff. Yeah, so I'm moving into a new apartment next month, and it's just like, you know, I'm not in college anymore. I want to have like really cute, more adult, kind of like nice style and stuff. So I've been on Pinterest a bunch, which is just so interesting. Like I just haven't used it in so long, and now I'm like back on it, but it's kind of fun. And then like for Instagram as well, I'm always saving things. Like if you're like on a picture and you hold down on it, you can put it in a little category. I wanted to save like this as like an outfit pic, right? I just hold down and then all my little categories come up. So I just pop it in outfit. Anyway, so I do the same thing on Instagram, but like, I don't know why. I think Pinterest has a little bit more easier to find things, whereas Instagram stuff more like just pops up on your feed. I am going to be doing a whole video on like decorating my apartment. It's probably gonna be filmed over like a month. Like I'm not gonna buy everything at once, but I just got in some really exciting organizers. Like I'm gonna get my life organized because my friend was here the other day and she's like, you just have so much product, like so many items. And I'm like, I know, I really need to pare down, like donate some that I haven't used or throw away the expired ones. So that's something I need to work on before I move in. Now I'm going back in with this powder. Yes, back in. And I just kind of pop it and then I soften up the edges just a little. Go under the eyes again, kind of on the sides of my nose. So this is the way that I contour my nose. I just take this little brush and like go like that. And I don't know why, it just brightens up my whole face. And so this part I'll probably leave until the end. Looking a little crazy, but now I'm gonna go in with like my favorite part, which is the blush. Like where this bronzer is drugstore, this blush is Laura Mercier. So I just like to have like a balance in my products because I don't know, it's just fun to mix it around. This is a really like pink blush, like look at that. Such a pretty color. I don't know why, it just makes you look so much more alive. And it makes your makeup look less like it's just sitting there, like it makes it look more rosy and natural. I do a little on my forehead, crazy. I did this because I think it was Doja Cat did her makeup routine on Vogue and she just went in with the blush everywhere and I was like, that's so cute, like I wanna do that. So I kind of have started doing that in the past few months, a lot more blush. I have this little baby brush, which I just get damp in the sink, right? Like what? Yes. And then I just go back into my eyeshadow palette. So I just use like a black or brown, or I kind of mix them honestly. And this is good if you don't want something too intense. Like I just did this at the beach all weekend because I didn't want anything too crazy. So you just kind of like stamp it in. And then these are really easy to clean up with a Q-tip because it's so like soft. It's not like drying instantly. Then you can just kind of sharpen it up a little. Okay, so that's kind of the end result of the eyeliner. So it's not like necessarily easier than liquid eyeliner. It's just a little softer. Okay, so then eyebrows, these are like really thick and fluffy, so I just go in with the clear brow gel, like just kind of pull them up a little and then I'll like press it in with my finger. I'm just gonna go in with my eyelash curler. Mascara, I stole this from my mother because she let me use it once and I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever tried in my life. So it's Laura Mercier, a little bit more of the high-end side, but this thing makes your lashes so thick and like fluttery and cute. So Becca highlight, popping it on. I'm just using this NYX, which is obviously drugstore. Did you see my hands? Like, I don't even need to do that. I think this camera focuses. That's upside down. The sun is also like having a moment today. The clouds are like moving around in like little crazy formations. So if the light keeps changing, don't blame me. I've been using this Bare Minerals in everything, and she is definitely small, but I will be buying a full size. It's kind of like a liquid lip slash gloss. Oh my gosh, did I just get that on there? I was just trying to smell it. Then we do a little spritzy spritz of this. But that's just my Urban Decay setting spray. We all love it, we all have it. Well, hopefully I was helpful, or maybe at least entertaining to hang out with while I did my makeup. This is kind of like a beginner's makeup. I'll have everything linked down below. Thank you so much for watching. I just felt like I needed to do an updated version of this. But yeah, please like, comment, share, subscribe, relax, and I'll see you in my next week's video. Bye.